Yo, it's Monday. Say no. Oh, no, it's not. I do it every
It's
time. It's not.
it's Tuesday.
Every single time. It's Tuesday. So you
Amen.
know what that means. It's time for another episode of Marcus in the Man Cave with your boy Marcus and my amazing, beautiful co-host with the fro, Miss Janelle Mayfield. How you doing?
I am great. How is everyone on this beautiful Tuesday evening?
Miserable.
Oh well, you have a reason.
Because that damn
Tell your
pumpkin
story.
spice latte is back. But anyway,
You
like
have to remind me and
it's
ruin my
still
day.
summer for another week and a
It's
half.
gonna still be summer down here till like
Yeah.
mid to end October.
So shut up. But no. Yes, I'm gonna tell my story. Let me get it out the way. Y'all know I be talking with my hands sometimes. You see, there's a brace on my finger. Let me tell you. Let me tell you how getting old works. Car technology has advanced further than my mind at this point. Love pumpkin spice. It's fall
That's
and Michigan.
exactly why I
Whatever.
left Ohio.
That's
because
why we don't. That's why I hate the
we get up.
Midwest. Like a cool breeze came out of the west today, and I was a little like,
When we moved to DC and I said it could be warm past August,
Yeah.
I'm never going back. I'm never going back.
but no. I was on my way to my play nephew's birthday. And the car hadn't been washed in a while. I paid $30 a month to use this really nice car wash that I can go through as many times a day I want, and do all that stuff. We made it,
Hey man, we have the same.
Yeah. So I go and I get the car wash, and they have all these free vacuums and everything for people to use. So I'm like, word, like I could use it, but I didn't want to do it at first. But I was like, no, Marcus, you need to stop being lazy. Stop putting off things to tomorrow and do things when you know you can do them.
Be an adult.
Be an adult. So I get there, I take the trash out the car, I grab the hose for the vacuum, and you know how seats have the crevices in them for you to vacuum in. Well, Teslas are a little different. The seats are all sewn in one piece. And I did not know that. So I took the crevice tool, put it on the vacuum, and I went to jam it into the slot there. And it didn't go anywhere, and it just jammed my finger all the way back. And so I just thought I had dislocated it. So I popped it back into place. But then I realized my tip of my finger was just really drooping. And like it had lost some elasticity.
Why didn't you record this? I would have loved to see this.
I was a little more concerned about the finger than recording.
Fair. My friend cut a tip of her finger off and she sent me a whole video.
Your friend's crazy. And then, so then I tried to pick up my finger and I had no control over the tip of my finger. So
what does that feel like?
Terrible. It's just hanging. And so it hurt to just hang there because it's just weight. And you'd be surprised how something little like that is a little bit of weight. So that was crazy. Telling yourself to be an adult.
I really be forgetting I'm an adult. I
think our parents had to tell themselves they had to be an adult too. I think they had to tell themselves.
No, because our parents.
Well, they were born looking 40.
I was gonna say, I feel like he was old by the time they was.
Look at the basketball players back then. Clyde Drexler looked like he was 50.
When I saw that people was in their 20s, I said, "Ain't no way."
Look at Otis Redding. He died at 27. The man looked 50.
55. Well, alcohol. No, he wasn't a drinker. Otis wasn't.
He wasn't that bad. Yeah, but anyway. I couldn't pick up my finger. Notice I couldn't pick it up. I went to Walmart to get the Spider-Man toys.
I'm sorry, repeat that with your ghetto.
I went to Walmart to get the Spider-Man toys. Now, as much as we talk about Walmart got some toys. They got a good toy
selection. One you go to. Yes, there's some really great Walmart.
So he loves Spider-Man, so I had to make sure my man got Spider-Man for his birthday. And as I was in there, I got a finger splint. Some finger splints. I got 3 different finger splints because I didn't know which one I needed because I don't know. Luckily, they're cheap. $3.97, y'all, at Walmart.
I used to
and they come 2 in a pack.
Why don't you just say
this one's Amazon for $7.
Okay.
But yeah, so basically I have to wear this for 6 weeks. The doctor was like, no, you didn't dislocate your finger or jam it. You tore the ligament in the tip of it. So it's basically just detached. So I have to keep it straight so the ligament heals back. But I'm probably going to have a droop. Yeah. I'm going to have a little droop in my finger. But I'm going to sue Elon. I'm going to get my money. Yeah, I'm going to get my money. But long story short. Don't vacuum the car. And guys, be gentle sometimes.
Take your time.
Take your
Just
time. You don't have to jam it in there. Just
da 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 da.
yeah, you don't gotta jam it in there. Just see how deep it is first before you jump all the way
Oh
in.
my
That's
God!
what I'm gonna
Please
say.
get off.
That's what I'm gonna say. I'll just later there.
I'm
Anyway,
not serious about
let's
it.
play a little game. Let's play a little game. Let's play a little game. Let's get back into our music game. You know we love music around here. Also, it is Mental Health Awareness Month,
Amen. It's
so make
also
sure y'all
suicide
checking in.
prevention month.
Oh yeah, Suicide Prevention Month. Yeah, that too. So make sure if y'all need help or y'all need anything, y'all can always reach out to me. I know Janelle feels the same way. I just
Y'all know
want to
I'd
make
be
sure.
ready. Hit my DM, but also
Mhm.
ask me if I have the capacity because I'd be going through it too, y'all.
So we're gonna play our music game again tonight, where I read music lyrics that are formatted in the like a test question format. It's like taking a standardized test, and you got to tell me what song it is. We played this 2 weeks ago. We're gonna bring it back because these cards are hilarious. Just watching you guys try to figure them out. Some of y'all are good at it. Some of you aren't, but we're gonna see see how good we do. Check on your strong
Prayer.
friends. Absolutely.
Prayer is
I
what
need
is
help.
needed. Help is prayer.
I teach kindergarten.
I will affirm you, okay?
Well, Kimberly, you don't even dress your child that well apparently because she told on you. She
Who?
snitched on you. You didn't see her little Facebook post about
I thought you were talking about me, and I was like,
no. Zaire is always fly.
I was gonna
Always
be
fly.
so.
I'd be mad because he be having the little sweaters, the little sweatshirts, and they don't ever make those for me. And I'd be mad.
I really do be jealous of Zaire's clothes sometimes.
Yeah, he be having.
It's like, why are you putting my business out here?
Yeah, they don't do that for me. All right, let's go. Let's play this game. All right, this one's coming from the late 2000s. All right.
What genre?
Hip hop, rap and hip hop, late 2000s. Here we go. I have bundles of cash on hand and brand name tequila chilling. We can indulge in multiple alcoholic beverages throughout the entire evening. You have the liberty to choose whatever you find pleasing.
Buy you a drink?
Mm-mm.
Say it again.
I have bundles of cash on hand and brand name tequila chilling. We can indulge in multiple alcoholic beverages throughout the entire evening.
Trevor said T.I.
Yep. There they go.
Oh, can you come up here?
Whatever you like. There you go.
Come up here. Pause the game for a second.
Kristen had she had the lyrics going.
Hey, Amber girl.
Oh, this one you'll get. This one you'll get. I know you'll get this one.
I hope so. I'm really not good at this, y'all.
I'm sorry, I had to put you out there, Kim. I had to put you out there. You bring me joy. There is no doubt about that. Your constant support is unforgettable. I love you deeply. I hope you understand that. I want to clear the air before any separation.
Is it say it again? I feel like that could be like 5 songs.
You bring me joy. There is no doubt about that. Your constant support is unforgettable. I love you deeply. I hope you understand that. I want to clear the air before any separation.
Is it first of all, you didn't say the genre or the time frame.
This is early 1980s, but it's a
Oh no, I'm wrong. Dang.
but it's a classic.
If it ain't gospel or Disney related, I'm no good.
There you go. Kristen's got it. Before I let go.
Is that it?
Mm-hmm. You make me happy.
I mean, I was really thinking of what is his name? Sweet. That's what I was thinking.
Donnell Jones.
Yeah.
Where I Want to Be. Yeah. That could have been
come
it.
help me.
She said, "Yeah, I'm gonna head out if it ain't gospel."
Do they have a gospel category now? That?
Oh, they got this one. This is 1970s, but it's television.
Okay, let's do it.
It's television.
I'm going to see Kirk Franklin at the end of the month. I'm really excited.
Ooh.
This is my second time.
Enduring temporary employment interruptions, financial schemes, and striving to persevere. Yet we are lucky to have encountered these numerous positive and enjoyable moments.
Moving on up and moving on. Is that it?
Close, but not that one.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, not them. Good Times?
Good Times. Yep.
I don't know why I was
Good Times
thinking
theme song.
Good Times was actually wildly depressing.
Very.
like wildly
Damn.
Like the more they share certain things about it, I'm like,
Why were we
this is the
watching this? And why did
saddest
we
show I've
enjoy
ever.
it? Why did we enjoy this? Why did we enjoy this at all? Here's a good one. Early 2000s.
Okay, I'm ready. Is this music or
music? It's all music. The temperature is rising in this enclosure. Consider removing your garments. My internal temperature is rapidly rising. I intend to disrobe.
Hot in here?
There you go. Hot in here. Look at you.
That was there. Listen, if you want to take me anywhere and have me go off, play some Nelly. It's a wrap.
All right, we're gonna do one more. I got to figure out which one we want to do.
This is so much fun. I'm about to. Can you send me the link to this?
Definitely, we'll do that. It's called What's the Hook, y'all. It's What's the Hook game. It's Black owned. It's a Black company.
Oh, see now.
Yeah. Here we go. Move rapidly, but exercise caution. Move rapidly and exhibit your forms and abilities.
What is the genre and stuff?
This is late 1990s.
Music?
Yeah, all of it's music. Everything in the box is music.
Say it one more time. I'm sorry.
Move rapidly, but exercise caution. Move rapidly and exhibit your form and abilities.
Mystical.
Yep.
You know what's very interesting?
Take it fast.
My dad does not like any type of secular music or anything, but Shake It Fast by Mystical is his jam.
But can we talk about the first line in that song?
I mean, you know he's in jail now for rape, right?
Yeah, as he should be. And we should have known.
We were children.
He said, I pulled up with in my hand.
Yes.
Who pulls up like that?
Apparently a lot of people. There's some really interesting people in the world, okay? I've been watching a lot of documentaries and I'm stressed. Y'all don't need to be voting.
Yeah. Speaking of that, there's a presidential debate on, but I value my sanity. So
right
y'all stick with us. Y'all stick with us because we ain't doing that here. Also, so that's the cards. It's called What's the Hook? And it just has a whole bunch. So definitely pick that up if you want to have fun at a party.
Oh no, also, we still love that song too. We still do. Jazz said that she still likes that song. She said, I'm sorry, there's no reason to.
It's nothing to be sorry. Yeah, I mean, the song didn't do anything to you.
Right.
He did.
Like, it's not R. Kelly level.
Yeah.
Well,
I hate putting levels to that because it's kind of, he just didn't get as many, but
let's just leave it before we
let's leave that before we say something wrong. But welcome to the show, Jazz. Before we move on, we lost 2 people in the Black community this week. We'll start with somebody who made the high school years, college years immensely fun.
Immensely.
But seemed to not be able to escape his own demons. Was Rich Homie Quan. Rich Homie Quan passed away of a suspected drug overdose at the age of 34. And I want to say something to defend the family members because a lot of people are being upset with the brother because apparently the brother found him first and he was on the floor with food in his mouth, passed out, and he just moved him to the couch and then went to bed. And a lot of people are saying, well, if you saw that, you should have got him some help. Let me tell y'all about people with addiction. And when you're around people who have an addiction for a long period of time, you start to normalize their behavior. Because you see it all the time. Yeah. This is probably not the first time this man has been passed out somewhere and they just had to move him somewhere and then he wakes up and shakes it off.
I mean, we've had.
Shut up. But like if you've ever been around people who've dealt with addiction, I have, like, this is what it looks like. So his girlfriend ended up finding him the next morning on the couch without a pulse and he had passed away.
Yeah.
So rest in peace.
And all his girlfriends came out. He had like 8 of them. Let me stop laughing. Rich Homie Quan was a very intricate part of my college and the first few years of my marriage. Like, that was our go to the club music. How am I supposed to walk in $30 in my pocket? What am I supposed to do? Who's next?
Next, the king himself.
Yeah. What a life, man.
He transitioned to the ancestral plane.
Yes.
Mr. James Earl Jones. What a career. EGOT winner. If you don't know what that means, it means he's won an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony. That's a rare era to be in. Very few people. Yeah. Very few people accomplish that. But he lived to 93 years old. And his daddy, I didn't even realize I knew his dad in movies.
Who is his dad?
Robert Earl Jones. Go look him up. First of all, yeah.
Right now, excuse my typing.
Yeah, they look suspiciously alike. I should have known, but he lived to be 96, so they have some really.
I've never seen this man a day in my
good
life.
genes. They have some really good genes. But he's been in a few movies like that I watched from like the 80s. But yeah, from Mufasa to The King of Zamunda, just an all around great actor. The voice of Darth Vader. Like, who would have known that this made up space opera? Like, they get this black man to do the voice. And I think we should have known that he was passing, because when he signed his voice over to Disney for perpetuity.
I didn't know he did that. He must have known. Yeah.
He knew. I think he knew his time was up, and he's going to be getting that bag in the grave. His family's going to be set. Yeah. So they've AI generated his voice.
Man.
Yeah.
A career. He literally touched every single generation while he was alive.
Yeah. Like they said, what a long life. With all the women, he's talking about Rich Homie Quan. With all the women coming forward, he ain't gonna be able to rest.
He's trying to get this good slumber, but they're like,
not trying to get this good slumber.
They came out of the woodworks, and I was like, sir, how did you have time for this and to do drugs? Yeah, that was. I was like, wow, he really was, and he was acting. He was still acting basically up until he died. He was still providing voiceover work.
Yeah. He I think he wanted to put in as much as he could.
Yeah.
I mean, that voice is just iconic.
You should train your voice to be like that.
No.
And get some money.
I wish I could. I've thought about it. Like, I want to go be a stadium announcer as like a part-time gig.
Why don't you? What's stopping you?
Because I don't like the teams here.
Fair.
Like, I'd go back to like DC and like do it for the Wizards or something. Like, or I can be the voice for the Bison.
You could, because they're gonna get tired of
Yeah, I'm tired of hearing that same old thing. Yeah. And let me stop. I support them.
We do.
I support them. Moving on. Football season is in full swing, and my Cowboys won. I'm fine. The Eagles survived. The Eagles survived.
That got paid all that. He better win.
And that's what I said. He's gonna go out there and throw one touchdown.
I didn't watch the game, so I didn't. He what? After getting paid all that money?
One touchdown.
Maybe he's relaxing.
But we played the trash Cleveland Browns, so I really should have drove up to that game. I really should have.
Yeah, you're right there. Also, that's exactly what Deshaun Watson gets. I feel like it's karma.
Yo, did you see the clip? His lineman wouldn't help him up.
I heard a lot of people don't like him, though.
Well, he not the other way around. He went to go help his lineman get up. He reached his hand down, and the lineman smacked his hand. Bro, I think the problem is everybody knows who you are now. Everybody knows who you are, and nobody wants any part of you, man. Like it
was just way too many.
Yeah, and see, God gonna let you get away for a little bit.
That's okay, girl. I do that on a regular basis. I literally do that on a regular basis.
Do what? What we do on a regular basis?
Talk to my screen like y'all can hear me.
Oh, well, we love the interaction. We love the interaction. But no, he just anyway. But a big incident happened down in Miami. So everybody know who Tyreek Hill is. He's the fastest man on a football field. Well, my boy Flowers from the UT, he's in the league now, and he is fast. He's with the Chiefs. But Tyreek Hill, fastest man. They call him Cheetah for a reason. He's just super fast. Well, apparently he does the same thing in his car and was speeding on his way to the stadium and was pulled over by police. Now, if you go to our Facebook page, I posted the link for the clip so you guys could watch it for yourself. But he was pulled over by the cops for speeding, and he was obviously perturbed because he had a game and a few, probably like 30 minutes. He had to show for the game and everything, and he didn't want to roll his window down. And then there's this one officer, man, who thinks he is a superhero, apparently.
Literally.
And just going off.
Yeah.
Not on my watch. But yeah, so he pulls him from the car, forces him to the ground, puts his knee on his back, cuffs him, basically tells him, like, you don't do stuff when you want to do it. You do it when I tell you to. Like, dude's going overboard. So his boys, I guess, were in a car behind him. an SUV behind him, and they pulled over to the side to make sure everything was okay. The same cop goes over to, like, there's a cop that goes over to them first, and it's like, hey, get in your car. Please get in the car. Don't escalate the situation. Please get in the car. Like, and then that cop that arrested Tyreek comes over. He's like, no, give me your license on ID right now. Like, you're under arrest. Like, give me your license. And they're like, well, this cop just told us to get in the car. Like, what are you? And he's like, no, you're not dealing with him. He's like, you're dealing with me now. You're dealing with me now. Like,
who are you?
His wife told him he had a small dick that morning. I'm for sure. I'm for certain that is what happened. That's the only explanation of what happened. Anyway, yeah, he tried to tell them like he wants to get their ID. Basically, now this cop has been placed on administrative leave. And there's an investigation, and I hope Tyreek takes them to the cleaners for this. Now, I do agree Tyreek could have resolved this a little easier by yes, he could have rolled down the window. But also, man, things go left when black people do it the right way all the time.
Yeah, it really wouldn't have mattered. Yeah.
And so I'm tired of playing the respectability politics. Speeding is a ticketable offense, not one for arrest. Now, reckless driving, depending on the state, I mean, you can argue that, but nothing should have escalated to that state. Janelle, what were your thoughts?
So first, I really, really respect the way he responded to it. The fact that he said, I want to be a police officer one day. What if I wasn't Tyreek Hill? And like you said, of course, he could just, like, I actually saw a video on TikTok. This guy was talking about how people just sometimes make things worse by not just being like, okay, officer, here you go. But ultimately, we are literally in 2024. And these kinds of things are still a very normal part of our lives. And it does not matter how much money you make. It does not matter how famous you are. Nothing like that. Like, you are still a Negro to these people. And also, I think having a lot of money and being famous makes them even more mad. Because they ain't making but how much? And all these people are like cowards, I feel, probably bullied when they were younger. So they ran to be a police officer so they could feel something about themselves. So
yeah.
To me, it's pathetic. I hope he don't get his job back.
Trev, Kimberly says God complex. Trev said his teammate. I didn't see that part. His
they
teammate got
interviewed
cuffed
the
too.
teammate on ESPN.
Calais Campbell. Yeah, that man's big. He's like, 6'8".
I'm just,
none of these dudes are like, see, if I was a cop and one of my cop guys started doing something like that with a 6'8" dude, and he's like, you under arrest? I'm gonna just be like, you go do it.
You go do it. I'm tired.
Do it.
I'm
no backup needed. We got you. We here. Go do it. Let him let you cuff him.
You got it.
Let me see you enforce what you just said. I want to see you talk that big up next to him. I want you to do that because Marcus, you see this finger, the way my finger's set up right now, I can't help you. Stop this, man. I already have an injury. It's not happening.
What do you think is going to come of it?
Oh, the city, they're gonna, cops gonna come out. Oh, this police officer does not in any way represent us or all the good cops of the Miami-Dade Police Department. He'll be let go, and then he'll go up to Fort Lauderdale and be a cop up there. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Cops think too highly of themselves until they're the ones.
Right? It's so interesting. It's like y'all are literally, like Anthony said, servants. Y'all are our servants. You are supposed to do things for us. Like, at some point, I need cops to realize there might be a time where the actual community really bands together and is like, there's way more of us than there are of y'all. Like, it's happened before.
Yeah. So, Tyreek, go get the bag. Get another payday. Yeah. Happy for you.
Also, he has great skin. I would love to know his skincare routine.
All right. We'll ask him. Beyonce got snubbed from the Country Music Awards. Didn't get a nomination for her album, and of course that has sent the Beehive in a frenzy. Y'all know what I'm gonna say. Y'all already know.
You said it nicely, at least.
Ain't nobody still rocking that album like that. Stop.
Yeah, that's not true. That's literally not true.
The album won't even. The album was not that good. I'm sorry.
I'm not. I'll admit that, but that is not true.
That album was.
But that's not the. I'm gonna let you get your. Go ahead.
It didn't feel country. It really didn't. Was it country? Sure, it can be considered country. Did it feel like? It just felt like a fun project. It didn't.
I just feel like somewhere in here
there's a lot of skips. There's a lot of skips on that.
For you.
For everybody. Y'all just don't want to say this wasn't it.
I had to go to a PTA meeting yesterday, so we had to skip.
Okay, Kimberly. Look. First of all, I thought your kid wore bell bottoms, but I guess I was wrong too. No, yes, Marcus in the Man Cave is on Mondays, but Janelle's a responsible parent, and she joined the PTA for her child.
I did.
So we were giving her the opportunity to be there for her child, Miss Kimberly. Here, hey girl. She said, in fairness, happy belated birthday to you too. In fairness, she said it wasn't a country album. It was a Beyonce album. Okay, well, fair. Then she don't get nominated. Go ahead, Janelle.
So a few things. It was definitely a country album. And I thought it was a very, very good album. Like, just mechanically, I thought it was a very good album. She did say that this is not a country album. She also said that she wants this album to elevate the Black country music artists currently. Like, if this album pushes Shabuzi, who's been nominated, I believe 4 times. Like, she openly said, I want this to be a platform for other people, which I thought was beautiful. I also really don't think Beyonce gives a hot damn about awards. I do not think she is the most decorated artist when it comes to awards. I don't think she's cared about awards for a very long time. I think that people like her and Kendrick, like people who just really enjoy their craft, they don't care. And who cares about the CMAs?
This is the same CMAs that didn't even want her to perform that time she got.
And the chicks had to come out and say what y'all not going to do. Like, I don't care about these old crusty, dusty.
Well, they don't mess with the chicks no more. Folk. Once they dropped the Dixie, they were out the club.
Those are my girls, because they sing and they stand on 10 toes. Okay.
They do. Are they the girl? Is that the Girl Crush people that sing the Girl Crush song? Is that them? Or is that Little Big Town? That might be Little Big Town. It's a song called Girl Crush, but it's like a very popular.
I don't think the chicks have ever sang nothing about I don't know.
Oh. I know music. But yeah, so she didn't get nominated, but exactly. I'm sure she's fine. I'm sure she'll cry. What?
Kristen said no, Marcus.
You could have said it with a little love in your heart. You didn't have to just put it out there like that.
Read him for filth. Do it. I'm ready.
No, Marcus, comma. Finish the sentence. Don't do that. That's rude.
Oh, but, yes, that's Little Big Town. Okay.
Yay. See, I'm 1-1. All right. Yeah, so she didn't get nominated, but I'm sure she's fine. She'll cry into her millions. But
yeah, I really think she was like,
somebody was elevated to a pretty amazing spot. The biggest concert of every year. Kendrick Lamar was chosen to be the Super Bowl headliner.
I'm thrilled.
Though I was surprised.
Really?
I know he ran the summer.
The city somehow casted a vote, and they voted for him.
Yeah, which means everybody in New Orleans needs to shut up and hold your city accountable.
Because y'all want a crackhead to perform that can't even walk straight.
That's what I was gonna say. All right, look, Lil Wayne is Lil Wayne's an icon.
Exactly,
he is. But he had the opportunity to perform at WrestleMania, which not as big as the Super Bowl, but a very big event. There's a lot of people who still watch wrestling.
Wrestling is making a wild comeback.
Yeah, it's really crazy.
Even I watch it. The black girls that are involved, I'm like, that's my girl.
Yeah, that Cargill girl, the one with the braid in the back.
The one that has the child. What does that mean?
Nothing.
Moving on.
But yeah, so yeah, it's making a big comeback. So Lil Wayne had a chance to perform at that, and he was high off his. He was slurring his words so bad. So when they're looking at this, they're gonna look at your breath of your concerts and stuff like that, and they see that they're not gonna risk the biggest day of the year. More people tune into this event every year than any event.
And I feel like it just gets crazier and crazier every year. Like,
so why would they risk their program with him? I would have loved to see Lil Wayne perform because he has hit after hit. I don't even know.
Out a lot of people.
Yeah, he would have the same problem that Usher had. Like, what songs do I put in here? Because I got so many.
Yeah.
But I also think, and this is just my mind, Kendrick is a big Wayne fan. I think he's gonna bring him out.
You think he'll do something to?
Yes, I think he's gonna bring him back, and I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Drake appearance.
No,
I think so. I think it's gonna happen.
That would piss me off. Like, I would possibly not listen to Kendrick Lamar for a while. Because, like, me and Trevor were there.
We bodied him and made up.
Me and Trevor were there when J. Cole bowed out. Literally, right there when he announced it. And how, like, you just smacked me in my face. But if he ain't, no. Can I tell you what I think is going to happen?
Also, they don't base performers based on who's in the town, right?
They never. Is it my turn to get my opinion? Because I've been wanting to say this first.
Go ahead.
Y'all, crack is whack. Stop smoking crack.
That's syrup.
The Super Bowl halftime show has never been related to whatever city they're in. I just feel like people just wake up and are like, what can I argue about what just happened?
Well, they're saying that because with the whole Compton thing, when they had Dre and all them out there on the stage for LA when it was in LA, so people have a lot of recency bias, like, and I think that's the problem when they brought out all the LA rappers and all that stuff to do what they did. Like,
second question, I've been to a Lil Wayne concert, big mistake, worst performance I've ever seen in my life, and I've been to a Future concert and he was really bad, but Lil Wayne really bad. I want someone who has recently been to any type of Lil Wayne concerts, it ain't been none, to tell me how that performance would look for a Super Bowl halftime show.
He just looks sick. That's my problem.
He looks sick.
He looks dirty. His locks all merged together.
And my clocks.
Yeah, it just looks like, you ever like touched hay?
Hello, you hold on
and crumpled it up.
I was spitting over here.
What she said? Who's talking?
Rihanna still No, for real. Be so for real. Oh man. But yeah, he's not. He does not have the mental or physical capacity.
She said, "Let's put money on it for the Drake thing." Nah, I ain't put money on it.
Was that really a performance though? I loved it too. I think it was more of like what Kendrick is going to give us art. I know that he is going to give us visuals. He's going to give us odes to the culture. It's during Black History Month. Like, Kendrick is going to be in his element. And I feel like this is like the greatest thing, one of the greatest things that Black people can get. Come February, listen.
I just think now the one I ain't gonna lie though. You know what I'm tired of?
No. Because I put it on right now. I will literally tell Google to play it right now.
I'm a little tired of it. Love it for what it did.
But I want to hear it.
Oh Lord. I think it bothers me when the other people get a hold of it.
You know what? I wholeheartedly agree.
And then we
need to gatekeep more. Because he was not talking to them at all.
Hey, Connecticut. Yeah, no. But anyway, yeah, I'm excited to see the show. I'm excited to see who he brings out. Maybe J. Cole will. Please, Mr. Kendrick, can I perform on this?
How can he do that to us? How could granted, he's still like making some fire features. I'm not gonna lie.
But to me,
it's like, what? I can't.
I'd rather you go down swinging.
That's what you're.
I'd rather so there's a viral clip of a boxer, I forget what boxer, who literally got in the ring and then he just walked out. And everybody just like boo, like he basically quit boxing, he destroyed his career. Like, we rather you go down swinging than to bow out like that and talk about some love and affection. Ain't no love. This man just called you out.
When I tell you, we were standing there and the whole crowd, it was just dead silence. And I don't even remember how many people they said were at Dreamville. But he said that, and then he was like, yeah, I'm taking the song off Spotify. And me and Trevor were like, what is he doing? And this old lady behind us started cussing him out.
No. I mean, even if the whack Nick Cannon
Stands
had
on
enough
10 toes.
balls to go at Eminem.
Stands on 10 toes.
And got demolished and continued to release responses because he refused to.
I mean, Drake still didn't give up in this situation. He's losing really badly.
Yeah,
but he's not giving up.
No. And then you just do that. You can't come back in my. It's hard for me to listen to his music right now.
It is
like the hip hop culture and rap itself was built on beefs and ciphers and things of that. And then you come out here talking about some love and bro, it's rap. Y'all ain't fighting each other.
Sad when people are like, when is this beef gonna be over? People beef for decades.
Some of y'all mama still beefing with other people. That's why
y'all not gonna make it because y'all just be ready to be like, I'm okay. Like people
beef forever
for their whole lives.
That's why half of the people don't go to the church they grew up in because they still beefing with me. Anyway,
like is Nas and Jay-Z friends now?
Never. Exactly. That will never happen. Speaking of Nas, Khalees. Thank you. Anyway, I'll move on from that. I'm gonna leave that where that was.
That comment is so funny. I was not trying to talk over Mark. That's so funny.
Like he in the next room. That's wild. He's in North Carolina. He over there. Yeah. So what are we going to next? Oh, let's talk about this. So do's and don'ts while you're in a relationship. This is an interesting topic. We're at a mature age now. I would think there are some people who aren't so mature, but for the most part, we're at a mature age. And we all have friends. Now you're married, so you've made it across the finish line. But there's a lot of us that are still, still running, still learning how to break dance. Doing those things. What are some do's and don'ts? Some people in the chat. I'm gonna read some of the ones that they left on our page about the do's and don'ts.
Yes, read those. I didn't see them.
Yeah, so I asked a question on the Facebook page. I said, what are some do's and don'ts while you're in a relationship? And we got some good answers. We got some good answers.
I'm sorry, because
what happened? Pause.
Shut up.
Not our mamas.
Oh my gosh, y'all are really tickling me. It's so funny because my coworkers keep spelling my name wrong and I don't understand how, and I love them so much. So I don't mind when it's people that I like that spell it wrong with people I don't.
If I hate you, it's a problem.
Well, she said you could have corrected me. That is so funny.
That's crazy. Okay, so this was some of the things that people said.
Exactly. Like, why are y'all emailing me with the E on the end? You have to type my name. Okay.
They do it to me too. They spell my name with a C every time.
That's racism.
And I'm just like, it's literally in my signature block. It's in my email address.
Right, but also, y'all don't have to add the extra letter. Like, let your finger rest.
I do that too, though, with you. I do that sometimes, and then I always have to.
Oh no, you'll get cussed out. When my friends do, I'm like, I know you did not. When have you done that?
I always erase it.
Oh, okay.
I've started proofreading my messages, but my predictive text has been going crazy lately. Like,
it's not even trying.
No, it's just lazy. I mean, like, yeah. But so Wealthy Section says,
me either. I can never find my name. I'll just get a J.
I can only find mine with a C, or I can find Mark. You can't find my name correctly.
Exactly.
Back
to the question. Sorry.
She said I'm in tears. I just screamed. The scream you scroom. But
I love that we came with those words. Anyway.
So Wealthy Sexton says, respect space and time in the spouse. Never interfere with their relationship. So I guess this is from a friend's standpoint of being the friend of somebody. The specific question was
opposite sex.
Yeah, so of the opposite sex.
Friends with males. Yeah. What is the do's and don'ts of that?
So the question I asked were, what are some do's and don'ts for having friendships with the opposite sex while in a relationship? Correct. And so he said, I guess he was coming from the perspective if he's the friend. So, and Kiana said, heavy on this one. I try not to be calling and texting late at night unless it's an emergency to her male friends that are in relationships because she doesn't want, that to be a thing. My cousin Tiffany laid some stuff down. They just celebrated 20 years of marriage. So congratulations to them.
Come on now.
She said, don't overstep that boundary if you were not invited to. She said, "Don't give that friend a reason to think you've given them an opening to come between your relationship. No offense, but men are dumb at times, and what we see as y'all flirting, y'all don't see it how we see it. Sometimes y'all legit think y'all just being friendly, but some women take that friendliness as he flirting with me. Respect how your partner feels and just don't brush it off." And then Kiana, this is the last comment. She said, "I always address both parties when greeting and asking how their wife, their girlfriend
Say
or
it
wife is."
again. Can you read that one more
She
time,
says,
please?
"I always address both parties when greeting and ask about how their wife or girlfriend is. If we do dinner or anything, the wife is free to come at all times. I just want to reiterate: do not get overly involved in their relationships. It will look a lot different than you may think. My friend and I are always upfront about our friendship. We don't hide each other, and we openly talk about things. Anytime we are not open, we will say it was personal, breakup, grief, etc. But we are very open to the other significant other with our friendship. We also tone down some of our shenanigans because we have a wild sense of humor and we don't want to offend anyone. But being open and inviting has honestly worked with us when we were in relationships. And from what we know, nobody has ever been jealous of our bond because we don't hide it."
Period. I love that response.
Very mature response. And she's a teacher, so I'm glad she can teach other people to be. But yeah, there's definitely some do's and don'ts. I have a similar situation in one of my previous relationships, and one of our guests, Delilah. She was so me and Delilah love football. We really love football, and she's a Texans fan, and I'm a Cowboys fan. So different conference, different. So it's just a little friendly rivalry. So every Sunday, we be texting each other about the game, or while the game's going on. Especially if we playing each other, it's just smack talk all day. My ex hated it. Absolutely hated it because she felt like we giggling and kikiing too much. Yeah.
That ex? Well.
That one. So shut up. But anyway, but yeah, and I try to be as open as I possibly could. Like, hey, you can read the messages. It's just football. Like, we're literally just talking football. It got so bad to the point. Like, I thought everything was cool. I had a house party. Everybody's invited. Michael, all my good friends, everybody's coming over. She was invited too. Now she had a whole man. Anyway, she's invited. She comes over. I was downstairs in my man cave having the party where the party was at. And I guess she answered the door. And when she saw her, she just closed the door. And I never knew she had showed up until I got a call. Yeah.
I be asking y'all, do y'all want to jump people? And y'all always say no. But then you give me like really great reasons as to why you should jump them.
Until I got a call. And she was like, "Hey, I stopped by. It just was weird. So I just decided to go." And I'm like, "What?" And so I had to go and have that conversation. Like I think there's one thing when you respect the boundary, but like
and catch these hands. Respect the boundary and
But it was like, we could have talked about this. You could have told me how you really felt about the person. Like, even though I gave you the proof that nothing was going on, but you decided to take it upon yourself to interact with my friendship. I think when you come into a relationship, you need to first understand who the people are in this person's life. And understand that there are people that are here before you. But yes, you are the priority, of course. Like, I fully believe that when you get in a relationship, that person is the priority. And your best friends, they're still your best friends, but there's certain things you got to do to foster that relationship. But you cannot go dictating who your partner can and can be friends with. That is one way to have a very miserable partner, unless you know that person is bad. And you have proof.
Okay, I was not just I feel where like, that's a little different.
Yeah, not just that I feel like, because at the end of the day, your feelings ain't facts. Just saying.
Please read that quote.
Insecure people be worse than kids. Like, damn, I'd rather you steal from me for some drugs because you're not about to stress me.
Oh my God.
You came ready, locked and loaded today. You did. But yeah. So what are some do's and don'ts that maybe you and Trevor had that?
Trevor, I don't know if you're still in the comment section or if you're in the thing, but I'm about to tell our business.
Tell it.
But I'm not gonna say no names. When Trevor and I first started dating, I had a slight issue with someone
Ooh.
because I felt like I am his girlfriend. Watch your mouth. Like things would be things would
Keep
be said.
my man's name. Okay.
And the things that so me and Trevor come from kind of different backgrounds when it comes to communication and like he left a comment. So like the way that like his female friends would act, and my sister knows too, I would look like, sir, I'm from the ghetto. I don't.
Because Trev be having that cool, suave, like demeanor.
Right, but the issue was he wouldn't recognize that people would be disrespectful because Trevor really is a very chill, like I ain't paying no attention. But your people are disrespecting me. And even beyond like, oh, it just happens to be opposite sex. You have to think about things like when Trevor and I got pregnant. For whatever reason, a lot of his friends want to touch my belly without my permission. I did not understand that.
That's just weird.
Right, but it is a very normal thing, but it's like you didn't ask me, you didn't ask my husband. Like there are a lot of boundaries that I think that we ignore. Like we think of just the main ones, like you don't text after a certain time, you don't do this, but like, do y'all watch how y'all hug people? Do y'all watch how much information you're giving someone? Like
do women
go ahead. What you gonna say?
Sorry, not to cut you off, but do women? So I've heard it two ways, but I heard it two ways, but I just want to know from you. You're a classy lady.
I am.
Do women like to realize that other women find their men attractive, or do they absolutely be like, this girl better stop looking at my man? Like,
oh no, I love it. Trevor used to get like discounts. It was great. He would always get discounts because like women would find him attractive, or like homosexual men would find him attractive, and he'll just get stuff. I don't know, man, it's fine. I want y'all to look, but act on it. And you see these nails, and they're mine.
That was violent. But yeah, so ladies in the chat, let me know. Do y'all like it to know that your man is good looking?
I feel like if no one thinks he's good looking, he's ugly, and I made a mistake.
So you made a mistake because he's ugly, but if he treats you right, it don't matter.
Right, Amber, like Trevor has no problem saying there's a very fine, thick woman walking past me. Okay, you need to look because he knows that's my jam. But it's like there's ways to do it without being disrespectful. Like we are humans, we are gonna find other people attractive. But no, don't walk up to my man. We know somebody that did that. Where is John? I'm so mad he's not in this chat. When Trevor first met some of our friends, one of our friends was real touchy-feely with him, and I was like, I'll literally choke you.
I feel like you pull hair.
No, I choke people. I don't pull hair because I like my hair. Trevor, I literally had to choke a girl because of Trevor. Well, not because of Trevor.
Does Janelle Mayfield have to choke a bit?
It was the. Can I tell the story real fast?
Sure, we got time.
Okay, so there were, the club Decades in DC. Well, it used to be called Midtown, and that was where Trevor and I literally fell in love. That's the first place Trevor told me he loved me. Anyway,
in the club.
We're in the club. We used to always get in VIP. We're having a really great time, and a very drunk, non-Black woman comes up to Trevor and is rubbing him, touching him. He like moves her away very gently because she's intoxicated, and then she does it again, and he like pushes her away because she's intoxicated. So then she does it again. So I just slowly put my hand on her neck to let her know I'm not playing with her. And her Black man comes up and is like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm like, get her out of here. The end.
Yeah, Amber, I didn't need that.
Ever. Everybody knows I like isn't very demure. It's not, but what's wrong with me loving a nice booty? What's wrong with that? Like Tim's? Why didn't I go see her in DC?
Please stop. I'm still gonna tell y'all, man. The beginning of Free Minds makes my skin.
Okay, but we're beyond that. But you need. Okay. I'm gonna send you pictures of her in DC.
Oh, she's fine. She's fine.
The thickness is on another level.
She looks. Never mind. I'm not. I love my life. I love my life. Where are we going? But yeah. So do's and don'ts for me. I don't really for me, when I go into a relationship, especially with a woman, I know she's gonna have some male friends. The only thing I expect is like tone down your stuff. Just tone like
What does that
if
mean?
it like
What would be
if you
tone?
got dudes that if y'all like family, y'all been for so long, like I understand the hugs and all that stuff. But you know, some dudes take liberties with the hugs. Everybody knows the
Okay, so
dudes
we're
that take
admitting that
liberties.
oftentimes it is the male that is
Yeah.
the aggressor. Okay.
No. Women, y'all be doing it too.
Don't
I
say
have been in
y'all.
numerous
I
locations
ain't looking
where
at
I
nobody.
feel like girls like to get some drama started and
I ain't
they
looking
do
at
something.
nobody unless I happen to be intoxicated and Chris Brown is
But
playing.
my thing is, yeah, definitely
I'm kidding.
definitely don't put me in any situation. Like, of course, tell me who people are for one. Introduce me to people.
Okay.
So that way I'm not just thinking whatever I'm seeing is what I'm seeing. Introduce me to people before we go into an environment. I think
What
that's
if
the
you end
best
up
thing.
not liking one of them?
If I don't like one of them, I will voice that. I'll say, hey, the vibe you gotta give up. And it depends on why I don't like him. Do I not like him because he's just whack? Or
Yeah.
do I not like him because I feel like he's subliminally testing me? And a lot of times,
Both. Because you say we can't tell each other.
Yeah, but see, like Tiffany was saying, like sometimes men are very oblivious. I think sometimes women are oblivious to what their male friends are doing. A lot of times. And they'll be like, oh, he like a brother to me. No, he's been sticking around because he probably wants some action.
But what's crazy is, in my experience, at least, like after I broke up with my ex, I had no idea that people who I thought were my friends were.
Wanted you.
I didn't know
Because y'all
that.
dumb about it. And
How
dudes
am I
be
being
seeing
dumb?
that.
How am
Dudes,
I being dumb?
oh,
First
I
of
wish
all, I
Anthony
was
was here.
focusing on
I
my
wish
life.
Anthony was here because he said it
Is
in our
Anthony
talk
here?
today.
I don't
I wish
think he's
Anthony was here. But literally, men can see that before women ever do. Because y'all so wholeheartedly want to believe that. And there are guys who can be your
Yes, I
genuine
want to
friend.
believe that men are
Absolutely.
not dogs. Like, we can just be friends.
And
Is
they
that not a
aren't for
good
the
way of
most part.
thinking?
75% of men aren't. But y'all love to be friends with that 25. And I don't know why. And y'all be swearing out, oh, he just my friend. He just my friend. Meanwhile, he hugging you, rubbing on the back, and looking at
Okay, well,
me
that's different. I would
like,
immediately get off of me.
yeah. But a lot of times, it's like, oh, he just like that. Oh, he's always been that way. And it's like,
There's a good question in the chat.
What you got? What you got? What you got? So does that mean if
Can
men
you be
have
on the
female
show? Why
friends?
are you playing with this, Kimberly?
Oh,
I need
and
Kimberly to be on the show
I
right now.
believe there are some. Kira, I'm not saying they all do, but there are some girls that want it. Like I found out that girls that I was friends with while I was in a relationship literally have been like, "Damn, I wish it was me." And I'm just like, "Well, first of all, one, you had nothing but time and opportunity, and you never said anything. So that's why I think you just having a little
There's
FOGO
also a
right
thing
now."
about people wanting
But
people who they can't
yeah,
have. It's like
yeah,
that
you
thing.
want me when you can't have me. It's the allure of missing out on something. Like that's all it is. Like half the time. But if so, why should we trust y'all? Because we stupid.
But that's what
Loyal men are stupid. Loyal men are stupid. If we loyal, we don't even be seeing all that other stuff going on.
No,
I'm
that
sure
is
Trevor
very
be.
true. I've been looking at Trevor
Yeah.
like, I know you see this hoe.
Loyal men are stupid.
But I've realized as I've gone deeper into my marriage, it is nicer that he's oblivious because Trevor really do not be caring. Like he does not put any energy into it. So I'm like, I'd rather have it be that than the way Trevor used to be, where he just be cussing people out. We don't want that.
My thing is, you be so happy when you loyal and you got somebody that really makes you feel good. Like for men, it's that feeling of security where you can be vulnerable with this woman. I know who she is when I go home. When we take these fits off, she's my rock. So all these women here can look good. They can have a big booty. We can both look together. Like, but there's nothing that any of these women gonna do at this party that's gonna make me all of a sudden forget myself and decide that I want them. Like
the question in the chat, I think that's a great question. Is it possible to just be friends with someone that is in a relationship, but you want to have sex with them? Like, is that what you're saying?
No, do they men want to sleep with their female friends? If they're in a relationship? Yeah, I'm your friend. I'm your friend, Janelle. There has never been a single second of my life where I've ever thought that I wanted that with Janelle. Ever. Is that what we're asking?
I'm saying, do you think that there are people? No, she's saying, and correct me if I'm wrong. Are you saying that there are men who want to sleep with their female friends, but they just remain friends with them so they can be like close to them? Because I definitely think that's a real thing.
I mean, that's happened to me. I had a girl that I really wanted to date romantically one time, and then I realized that it wasn't ever going to happen. But then we grew a really good friendship. We grew a real friendship, and after that, it's like, damn, I can't see her as anything else ever.
Ooh. I mean, don't tell me literally who.
Yeah, but you would know. But it's like
actually cool. There's a chance that I might know, so don't even do that.
But yeah, that happens sometimes. I mean, we got to get out of this. Look, the truth is, when we see people, the first thing we look at is attractiveness. Are they attractive? Like, ooh, dang, like, ooh. Like,
actually, you see that big old? I don't look at people no more because all y'all.
No, you look at that wagon. You look at that wagon.
Correct. If I see a Black woman that got some hips,
you see her dragging that wagon.
Definitely going to slow down so she can get in front of me. Yes, I appreciate the female body.
Yeah, so it's like
I love a good rack too. Don't play.
I don't think all men want to sleep with their female friends. Like, I don't want to sleep with my female friends. Like,
right, no, you don't. But could it be a thing? Like, I think
it could be. Absolutely. Just like there's women who hang around y'all, and they want to make your relationship miserable, just so they can possibly take what you got, or they just don't want you to be happy because they're not. All of those things are possible. I just, I don't be caring. I just be dumb about stuff. Like, that thing walk by though, yeah, I'm gonna go. Like, I'm looking.
Don't make it so obvious.
I wouldn't do it like that for real.
Unless I do that first. Let me lead the way.
I like when y'all see it first, so it gives me an excuse to be like,
hello, a follow-up question. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. But if that's
shoes and teeth,
your man.
Teeth is my big thing. Toes and teeth.
In the year of our Lord 2024, if you do not have your teeth together, it's a crime. It's a crime. That's the case,
why can't you trust our male friends? I don't say I don't trust your male friends. All right, let me clarify. There are friends that you don't have to worry about. There are literally people that I would never even worry about around, like around me in my relationship. I would not care. But there are those that you can clearly see be trying you. And you just and you know who they are. They always got the extra long hug for your girl. They always trying to be all loud and part of the attention and trying to make her laugh and shit. Every guy hates to see another man make their woman laugh.
Well, get funnier.
You better laugh. You're gonna be walking. You get in this car. We got to go. But no, but like
wait. Go ahead and then read the question.
If you don't want to sleep with your female friends, why assume our male friends? I'm not assuming that. I'm saying that there are some. There are some. I'm not saying all.
But is that only a male thing, or is that?
No, that's both sides. Both sides of the house like that. You just, for guys, I said we see it more than women see it for the guys. Women seem to be oblivious to the fact when it is a guy doing it to them. And men can be like, hey, I'm sure Trevor's done it and been like, hey, I don't like the way that dude.
Right. Trevor's made a lot of mistakes, though. Trevor's made a lot of mistakes in that.
Either way, something ain't gonna happen. So he's right. He's right. So it's just a thing, and it's just the same as when y'all think girls are hitting on your dude, and you like, I know, he sees this woman touching up on him and doing all this stuff. Dudes don't even be thinking about it. Like, we really don't.
Well, hold on, because touching is different.
Well, you know what I mean. Like you were saying, nah. Hey, we like to see our ladies get a little. No,
because I'm pissed off at you because yes, I'm gonna smack her, but now I might be going to jail, and you should have just told her to get out your face. Because I'd be quick to tell a man, sir, I got cussed out by a man in the line at Park one day. Literally, right after I had Zaire, a few weeks later, I went to the club for the first time, and this guy was mad at me because I said I'm married, and he was like, "You probably married to a white man," and he just started being so mean to me. Women know what they be doing when the man's partner.
She said, "Yes, they do assume it. Men do assume that though." I don't know what men y'all been dealing with. I mean, maybe that's the thing. I don't know, but for me, I don't assume that right off the back. I let a few times go by before I'm like, all right, this dude is. My first instinct is, okay, he did that. Is that what they used to doing, or he just doing that because I'm around? So then I observe when I'm not around and stuff like that.
So mean,
huh?
Sorry.
Oh,
they spit.
Men are mean when you don't want them.
Yes, there's so. One of our mutual friends told me that I will never get a healthy relationship because I wouldn't go on a date with him.
Those be the unhealthiest people who say these things.
Right. Like, oh my God, you are the bee's knees because God just specifically made you for me and you ashy in your breast thing. Get out of here. And you ain't got no money to do nothing. Please.
Thank you, Amber. Thank you. Women know what they be doing. when the man's partner's around, and men do too. Yeah, men know what they be doing when her partner around.
Everybody's conniving.
They sizing them up. It's a bunch of measuring going on. Like, I bet she's still gonna hug me that way. Like, and you just be like, all right,
can someone explain that though? If I say like it's the black buildup, I'm sorry, the comments are because what's crazy is you can literally get a water pick on Amazon for like $40. Stop playing with me. The plaque buildup be crazy.
Asinine. She said, "Nice to whom?" Man. See, y'all are dealing with a lot of those "Where's my hug" type dudes.
No,
that's what it sounds like.
I need you to hear me. No, hear me out. When I started like dating for real in DC, the amount of men that like, if I just wasn't interested, and I really am not. I know I joke around. I really don't believe in like being mean or like I just gently listen down. I'm like, oh hey, like I'm just not interested. It's like I've told you that, you are not going to make it in life. Your mama's a hoe and you stink. And they just are so mean and they want to be loud about it.
They weak. Those dudes are weak and they don't represent, and I know y'all not going to believe that, but they really, I hate that they represent, people act like they represent the majority of men. And they don't.
But they're just the loudest ones.
They're the loud ones. That's what I was going to say. They're the ones that talk the most. Just of like always coming up and being loud and stuff. The corny and lame ones.
Literally corny and lame. I'm like, you're yelling at me.
But yeah. But on the top of that, there's the woman that when you say you don't want to be with them and then you get with a girl, they're like, and that's who he chose. She ugly, she this and that. And this is exactly why we didn't choose you.
That's so mean. Yeah.
Or when a girl gets dumped and then he finds somebody else, the first thing they do is attack the girl he went and say, like, he left you for a reason and now I'm probably seeing why. You got an ugly spirit. That's why. You ugly on the inside. And he was tired of you. Like that's what it is. Like I wish one thing we learned, especially in the Black community, is how to move on respectfully from people.
Yeah.
I wish there was more of that. In marriages and stuff, it's like, why do yes, obviously things went bad or you'd still be together. But when they don't work out, why can't, unless someone's just a dirty dog and you need to warn other people or something really going on, but why can't we just be like, you know what, that didn't work, and we had good times and bad? And
I think that is kind of like a societal thing as well, though, because we just frown upon people leaving their marriages when sometimes that's the best thing they could do. Like we are just so like, you got to stick it out. But how long y'all think I'm going to suffer with somebody? I will suffer beautifully by myself, but with someone else forever? No. Just my child.
They're angry because they get no female attention. Kira, who hurt you?
Ever let somebody tell? No, that's a word. That's
that's right. But I'm just wondering who got her on fire tonight.
I know way too many people that are trying to force things with people that just like they don't want them.
Yeah. That's why I tell people there's no such thing as the friend zone. There's only the place where you put yourself because you couldn't accept rejection. So you believe that if you just stuck it out and spent an absorbent amount of time in this place, that somehow she was going to come to her senses, because obviously she couldn't be in her right senses to not choose you broke ass. That she was going to come to her senses and choose you. There's no such thing as the friend zone. There's a you fail to understand you're not wanted zone.
Where's the applause sound?
And you stood there. Like, I hate the friend zone phrase.
Isn't that the greatest part though? Like, to be completely honest, that's why I'm all about people dating different people. Like, don't get stuck on one person, because when you have tried a few people, you tested it out, you ain't just gonna buy one car the day of. You wanna figure it out. And when you get the right one, it's wonderful. Especially for women, like y'all can have team. I had a whole team before I met Trevor, okay? And when I was dating Trevor, I still had a team. Like, enjoy yourself until you're ready.
Kimberly said, I smile and give my number to everybody. I'm sure a couple of homeless people in DC got my number. Kira said, it's not about looks, it's you. Hold on. Uncapitalize your you before they think you talk about me.
Not you give everybody your number.
She said, I'm not meant to suffer. And yes, I got a good man now.
Do y'all see this again? I will not suffer. Date them all. Date them all.
She said, see, but that's crazy though. Let me when y'all say date them all, I agree.
Okay.
But let a man say something like that. I'm gonna date them all.
No, there's a difference between dating them all and sleeping with all of them. There's a difference.
It's part of the date.
But I really say that because I think women are not motivated as much as men to try different people. Like it's okay. You can go on a date with one
but
person.
That's societal. That's the way y'all are raised.
Even like that's what I'm saying. That's how we're raised. Like once I was like, oh, I could go on a date today with someone and then go on a date tomorrow with someone. I literally end up in the club on a date with Trevor, and across from me was a man that I was dating at the same time. Did he stop talking to me promptly after that? Yes, but it just made my process of elimination easier.
Yeah,
they really do. You're gonna be on the show. Cause y'all spitting right now. Men date the right way. Y'all do. Oh. That must mean it's time to go. I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what's happening with your technology. We'll give you a moment. Okay, I'm gonna talk about skincare stuff, y'all. Well, Marcus gets his life together. Date whoever you want. No, in all seriousness, can I have a moment to have a PSA to all women? Play the game. I'll let you know when you're ready, Marcus. It's not happening yet. It says you're on mute.
What about now?
There we go.
Hey.
Let me finish what I gotta say. Play the game. Play the game to the best. Enjoy. It's so much fun. It is so much fun. Every woman deserves to have a whole face. I'm being serious. Every single woman deserves to have a whole face.
Men too.
And then figure it out.
Just don't stay in that phase. Women want to just put all their eggs in one basket. Men date the right way. Date whoever you want and then narrow down who's the best. They know the game.
God muted him for a reason.
What? I'm reading the comments.
Read the comments.
Oh, she said shit at. She says she'll be on whenever we want you. We want you as soon as possible. So let's get to talking. We want you on here. Yes, ma'am. Date everybody and may the best man win. That's crazy. Game of Thrones out here.
No, literally, it's crazy. We are not raised to do that, like, at all. Yeah. And I think about it, I'm like,
I feel like, but let me preface this with saying, because there's crazy dudes out here, crazy women too.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
while you're dating around like that, be very open and honest.
Yes, ask questions
with the people that you are with, and and tell them that you're not being exclusive. And tell them all these things so that you don't end up in these crazy love triangles and someone getting their car jacked up and stuff like that. It happens.
I was talking to Trevor and another person at the same time. And there was a point in time where Trevor thought that he was going to come interrupt my evening with the other person. I had to quickly let them both know, y'all not my man. Okay?
And I would have said, you right.
They did. Both of them did. And then one of them ended up marrying me. So...
could have kept that. Men too.
I love that. I think this is a very motivating episode.
Put it all out there. Exactly. Yeah. So with that being said, y'all, at the end of the day, just talk in your relationships, man. Find out what the other person likes and don't like and what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. Period. Like that's a very important talk. And it clears any confusion. Yes. And ladies and gentlemen, don't be going back on it after you didn't have to talk and then something changed for you and then you want to change something.
Do your best. I know things happen. Do your best.
And if you need to readdress, but don't start penalizing for something that you said was okay. That's all.
My therapist told me if you give it more than 24 hours, it doesn't count. She said once you feel something, that moment, you have 24 hours to get your words together and figure it out. Because if the person can't really recollect when that happened, it's not fair to that person. And I was like, you reading me for filth, okay?
I can't remember when you told me to take out the trash. I can't remember when you...
See, now you want me to throw...
I can't remember when you told me we were going out to dinner with Stacey.
Scissors at your face.
I don't know. But yeah. So with that being said, let's do the skincare. Let's skincare because we care. Go ahead.
All right, y'all. Fall is coming. And I know y'all about to be going getting your little nasty Starbucks drinks or whatever. When you do go get your Starbucks drinks, your skin will probably wake up very thirsty. This is the best time to get sheet masks. I am a very big advocate of sheet masks. I wish more people would push them, but they are very inexpensive. If you are next to an H Mart or a Asian Mart, you can get them by bulk. But a sheet mask in the morning or before you go to bed can really help you with the dry skin because it's coming. The dry skin is coming. I'm sorry, y'all, but it's coming.
It is.
And I don't want to see no crack, nothing.
Question for you.
Yes.
I suffer from an I don't know why it came out like that. I don't have oily skin on all of my face, but my nose for some reason gets particularly oily. What can I do about that? I've used the little thing that like scrapes it down and gets this, and then I put this stuff. Like, what can I do to stop my nose from being so shiny?
Salicylic acid is really good for you need to dry it out. Like you got to dry it out.
But then I feel
you suffer from. I'm sorry.
What's he?
But yeah, your nose is like an area. I have that too, where a lot of sebum gets into it. You can also just rub alcohol on it.
A lot of what now?
Sebum oil.
All right.
But that is the proper name. I'm trying to educate y'all. But you can honestly take a little bit of rubbing alcohol and just rub it on your nose and then just let it dry out and then add your products.
If I only got hand sanitizer in the car with me, would that work?
Do not put hand sanitizer on your...
It's alcohol.
I want to hit you and I can't.
Told you I'm men are dumb. But cool. Thank you for that tip.
Did you ever try the cleanse? I just want y'all to know I sent Marcus
she sent me a cleanser and it's still under my skin.
It'll help you with the oil.
You know what? I need to use it. I said I'm gonna. So y'all got to hold me responsible. I said I'm gonna film a video. I'm not good with reels like her. She be doing all.
You don't have to film the video. I just want you to use it.
And she be having the lights and stuff, and like she be like the little voiceover. My name's Janelle Mayfield, and I use this, and I put this on my face 8 in the morning. So you can use this twice a day, but make sure you're using Clean Skin Clear Club, whatever it is.
Pretty.
Yeah, towels. And if you use my code, because I'm famous, use my code, and you guys can get like
I just $3 want y'all to know all of this is receipts for when I fight Marcus. Y'all can all know this is why.
But exactly, men are dumb. Talking to 2 or more at once makes me question my sanity.
No, literally, you might feel a little stupid after a while, so balance yourself.
So this is my it's the end of the night.
I'm ready. I'm excited for this. Is it gonna be a good one?
I don't know. But y'all beat up on the men. Y'all did. Y'all said that we done. What did Kier say about us? We think y'all all trying to sleep with us. Like
you do.
Nobody's gonna. This is my tip for the night. Nobody's about to sleep with you because your bonnet stinks.
There's actually somebody I want to tell that to.
I laid down behind you.
Wash that bonnet.
And your bonnet stinks. The band isn't the same color it was when you purchased it.
You gotta go, Marcus. This one's
that's the first one. The second one is,
oh my gosh.
I made it past the bonnet, but your back shot wind stinks.
Y'all, it's been really great having y'all on the show this evening.
I need you to purify yourself before we commence to the hunching.
Have you been traumatized? It's okay to tell
years and years ago, but I know there's a brother out there still struggling.
Yes.
I just want you to know.
People don't bathe.
Outkast wrote the song Roses for you. Instead of clapping that ass.
All right.
Lap your hands together with a bar of soap and a rag.
The bonnet one is very important.
And get in there.
I'm actually really happy you brought that up.
Yes. I
hope y'all are watching consistently.
You got any products for that?
Detergent?
For the wind? You got any products to solve
Dove?
Yeah. Is that a good one for your skincare?
Yes.
God, mute his microphone.
Matter of fact, just shut it down. Shut it down.
Thank y'all. Go ahead, watch that thing. I'm glad y'all joined. hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful week. Some cool things happening this weekend. So a lot of fall festivals. So I hope y'all go and attend them. Go apple picking with your family or something this weekend. Go do something fun. Hey, the apple orchards out here are nice.
Oh,
And
usually we go like
my dog likes it.
It just don't never be no black people when we go, and I'd be so upset. I think it's just because we're down here.
Yeah, up here, it's all. Yeah. But we love y'all and hope y'all have a wonderful week. Go tell somebody you love them, and we love you, and we'll see you next week, God willing. Peace.
No, Amber.